Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, colors that we're going to need for our painting: Phalo Blue, Phalo Green, yellow, red, black, and white. We're starting with a 1-inch brush and some yellow and white on our brush. And we're just going to fill in a couple inches at the bottom here with some yellow. Now we're taking yellow and I'm just doing a few little swoopy-doos up in the sky. And we're going to be taking red and white on our brush. I didn't clean my brush, and you just want all those colors to blend together. So I'm just pulling my brush across, pulling it through those yellows, red and white, and you're just blending so you have some orange areas. Now you just want to be careful you don't pick up too much paint on your brush and wipe away all the yellow. You want to see some yellow, and I'm pressing lightly when I pull across. So I want a really nice blend, just pulling across, pulling through those colors. Take some more red and white. I want a little bit of pinkish color at the top here, so when I put my blue in, it'll blend real nice. So just put that across, blend that a little bit. You could add a little white to lighten up some of the yellow areas. Just pull across, blend it out, light touch. Now at the top, I picked up blue and white on my brush at the same time, and I'm going to fill in this area nice all the way across, and then I will start trying to blend it with my red area. And so you're just going to be going back and forth with your brush through the reddish area, trying to get a nice little bit of purple there. So just blend back and forth. If you need to add a little more red and white there, you could just put that in and just pull it across until you see just a little bit of purple. And if you can't get a perfect blend there, we're going to be putting clouds up on the sky later, so that'll be alright just like that. And then next we're going to take some black paint, and we're going to be starting to draw our little mountain where our waterfall is going to be sitting. Now you're just going to make sure that it comes down in the middle where the waterfall is going to come, and the sides of the mountain are going to be up higher. So draw those up, and then on the other side, go up on the other side. So you have that nice dip in the middle. And then we're going to bring our mountain down to the bottom right there and just fill it all in with black. And then I'm gonna add just a slight curve on the bottom part of it, so it just curves around a little bit. So just kind of curve that black line. There you go. Next we're picking up blue, black, and white all at the same time. Big scoop, pull across, all the way across, and you see all those pretty colors. Very easy way to do some water. Just put all three colors, and you just got to pull all the way across. All the way across. Next thing, we're going to mix up a purple color for our clouds. I'm just blue and red and just maybe a touch of white, and then you're going to make a lighter shade of that. So you have two different purples to work with, and you could kind of go back and forth, and then you could even use just some straight white. So I'm going at the top of my sky with my round brush, and I'm just dabbing down, and then you could do also little circles just with your brush. To see how I'm just doing little circles, and you just want to try not to do any sort of pattern. Just go across as fast, don't overthink it. Just kind of circle, and just pull your brush around. And I'm doing that dark purple first, and then I'm adding a little bit of the light purple and just blending it by doing the circles. So just come all the way across. We got a nice big cloud across the top. I'm just doing circle, 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 and just putting in the dark purple and the light purple. just keep adding little bits of the lighter color, a little bit of white. You just want to have some different texture in the clouds. You don't want it to all be the same color. So some dark areas, and you could, the bottom of the cloud, you could put the white, so like where's the lightest, where the sun would be reflecting on the cloud, make it nice and bright there. So I'm just scrubbing in a little bit of white, and then I usually use my finger to blend it out. So I'll just put all the white down at the bottom and then go back with your finger and just do little circles, just kind of blend it around. Alright, now I'm continuing with my clouds, and I'm just doing random shapes, putting the dark color and then some light, just using my finger to blend it out. Now the one in front, you're going to take a little bit darker color and put that color down, so this one's going to be popping out in front. So nice dark purpley cloud up there. And then add a little bit of light at the bottom of that one, blend it in. And you're just going to go around and make a bunch more clouds. And if you feel like you don't really like doing the clouds, you don't have to do as many as I do. Just do a few. And I like to just change up the size, just do some small ones, some bigger ones, just kind of have a variety up in the sky. And then have some, you know, in front or overlapping. Just keep playing with the clouds until you like them. You could go back and add a little bit of pinkish to the clouds if you want. You could add just a little more white. Just have fun. Next thing, I took a little bit of the Phalo Green. I just mixed a small amount of yellow in it. Just want to keep it pretty dark for this layer. And I'm just kind of scrubbing my round brush around. I don't have a lot of paint on my brush, and I just want this to look kind of like a grassy texture on this hill where our waterfall is going to be sitting. So leave some black in between, so it looks like little cliffs of grassy things jutting out one in front of the other. So I leave a little black gap in between, and I'm just going to come around and just scrub around, making some little grassy areas. And towards the bottom of each little layer, I'm leaving dark. I'm just kind of picking out where I want my little cliffs to be, and just adding some grass, just pushing my brush around. There's not a lot of paint on there. Now the very middle of our mountain there, we're going to leave black because that's where the waterfall is going to sit. So I'm going over to the other side, and I'm just scrubbing around. Same thing I did on that side, just picking some areas where I want some little grassy parts. Now this part, I'm just gonna extend this little hill down in front a little, and I'm just adding black there, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So the waterfall is actually further back in the distance where it hits the water. I'm just having these two little areas in front, and then I'm just gonna add the green. So I want those to kind of be more in front. Make sure you leave the black in the background. And I'm just going back again with some green and yellow, and I've just made a lighter green this time, and I'm adding some more highlights. So just dabbing around, just adding lighter green. And then of course the ones in the front are going to be a lot lighter, so just add more up there. And then I'm going to go and even up. So I took the green, yellow, and then just add a little white, make it even lighter, just at the top of some of these where they're really, really light, where the sunlight's hitting them. Just adding a little bit of that. And I always put just a little bit on my brush. It's almost like a dry brush. And then I'm just scrubbing my brush around. Because you want to see a lot of black in the background, like it's almost see-through. Alright, next thing I'm doing is just water. I just water down the white just a little bit, dabbing around, and then just rub really hard with my finger to make that foggy, misty thing coming off my waterfall. So put it down, dab it, and then just really rub really hard on the canvas. Just rub it out. And that's coming down right where the waterfall is going to hit the water. And I went up a little bit. So now I'm taking a small square brush. Any kind of small brush would be good for this part. And I'm just doing little white lines coming down. This is my waterfall, and just having it curving over the top, coming down into that misty part. Now you want to leave a little bit of black in where you see the little black through, because the waterfall, you'd see some of the background still. You don't want to cover up all the black, so leave some little gaps where you can still see the black behind it. I'm dabbing around, making just a little bit more of that misty stuff at the bottom where the water's bubbling up where it hits. And I just rub it with my finger. Now I'm coming down with some light blue. I'm just adding that in the water. I'm going to add a couple little birds. Use a very tiny brush for this part, and I just made the real easy kind of almost like a V-shaped bird.